People of Reddit. What is the most underrated skill everyone should know? Being able to do basic home maintenance. Always give time to soft skills, communication skills. I don't care how technical your job is, being able to communicate what you're doing will always be a positive. Swimming. It could save your life, not just a sport, but also a life skill. Asking for help. Knowing how to Google to find solutions. Here's a list: changing a tire, changing oil. Literal basic math, so you know how to do an actual budget and taxes at home. Media literacy, contentious fact-finding. Winning people over without dominating them. Cooking a few basic meals, survival, basic home car repair. Listening for understanding rather than debating, swimming. Basic survival skills, tying knots, making fire, keeping warm, first aid. Driving a manual, basic navigation without GPS. Tying a proper knot. Parallel parking, saves lives. Changing a tire. Emergency first aid. Basic toilet repair. Plumbers are fucking expensive and toilet parts are pretty cheap. First aid and CPR. Cooking. Listening. You'd be amazed what you can learn when you're not just waiting for your turn to speak. Emotional intelligence is huge. If you can understand and manage your own emotions and get where others are coming from, it makes everything easier and boosts your well-being. Swimming. Not just swimming to survive, but swimming to help someone else survive. When to use your fucking turn signals. Art of self-reliance. Saving money. Balance. I know it sounds basic, but hear me out. I heard an expert on TV say something like, if you can constantly maintain your balancing skill through life, that it highly reduces your risk of having life-threatening falls when you're elderly. How to regulate your emotions. How to proper clean and maintaining a household. Plumbing. Cooking a basic meal. Doing your own laundry. How to clean. It's amazing how many people don't know these things. Empathy. It comes naturally to people too, but it is a skill if you practice. You can become empathetic. Nowadays, people pride themselves on being blatant about things, the excuse being, that's me, accept it. I don't care if it offends you. Have empathy, try and think of the person in front of you. That requires effort, skill, and understanding. I am what I am is the most selfish thing. Why are you on this planet then? Just to be? Anyone can. It requires skills and efforts to do or be something better. Being a good listener. Basic survival skills, how to build a fire, tie a proper knot, perform basic first aid, and know how to purify water and forage for food. Doing taxes. The ability to find things in the fridge that you swear you bought yesterday that are mysteriously missing now. Mending. Why throw out your favorite items when you can do a quick 10-15 minutes sewing whilst watching telly? Also might not be your thing, but I promise you this comes in handy when you've got kids and is also super beneficial for mental health. Basic DIY. How to use basic tools, a hammer, screwdriver, pliers, etc. Media literacy. Fox News has spawned 100 million Americans who don't know up from down. Should be taught in schools. Sewing. Patch up some clothes, alter something, close off something. Comes in handy and is super simple. Mitigate stress. Risk management. Sign language. Not only for people who use it daily but could be useful in a situation that you are unable to speak or have to communicate with someone that can't speak. Does critical thinking count as a skill? Knowing how to properly Google things or research topics on the internet. Googling. People often say just Google it, but for a vast majority of users, it just doesn't seem that simple. Shopping for raw ingredients and basic healthy cooking from scratch. Listening. Driving. Practical basic physics, like leverage, momentum, inertia, friction. How a computer works, and how to use it for more than just their own job workflow. Conversation. Emotional regulation. It's hard to overstate how important this is. If you can't effectively implement strategies for recognizing and regulating your own emotions, then you're effectively giving up control of your own life. Rather than being at the wheel, you're letting your impulsive monkey brain call the shots. And as helpful as that egotistical little bastard, is at handling emergencies. A. Fight or flight, it downright sucks at navigating relationships. The Heimlich maneuver, critical thinking, owning up to your fuck-ups, being okay with having your heart broken, saying sorry when it's justified, not always giving in to your monkey brain. Eye contact, critical thinking, listening to opposing opinions and analyzing them, using them to help construct your opinion. Being able to draw is a great communication skill, always comes in handy for me. How to deliver pizzas. Every skill is difficult. And also, we always find our own skill difficult and others' skill smooth. But the reality is every skill is different and difficult. Ability to clearly and effectively write. How to cook a chicken breast. Talking to people. Soft skills are so important. In every single possible job you can have, being able to effectively communicate with others is a huge bonus, not to even mention your social life. Logging off Reddit. Swimming. It's wild how reliant we become on GPS for getting around. There's real value in understanding how to use a map and compass, being able to read the terrain, and having a sense of direction. Plus, it's a lifesaver in areas without a signal or if your device dies. Whether you're in a city or out in the wild, this is a fundamental skill that connects you with the environment and hones your observation skills. Learn these skills if you truly want to make an impression. 1. Play a song on a musical instrument. To make a balloon animal. 3. Learn some yo-yo tricks. 4. Hula hoop and or belly dance. 5. Hit a long drive in golf. 6. Shuffle cards like a pro. 6. Sleight of hand magic. 7. Ride a skateboard. 7. Do a bit of juggling. 8. Pop a wheelie. 9. Drive stick. 10. Water snow ski. Many more. Don't be an old dog. Never stop learning new tricks. If you own a home, basic maintenance, changing filters, cleaning drains, gutters, etc. Acquiring the ability to refuse. I had to teach myself this, not sure if it qualifies as a skill or not. The ability to spot toxic people early on and either run far, far away from them or never ever take them seriously if you are forced to be around them in a consistent basis. How make a woman orgasm? Pretty underrated. How to keep your thoughts to yourself. Laundry. There is a reason to separate your clothes. And the amount and what kind of detergent to use. How to properly Google. My IT teacher told me in college on the first day 50% of working in IT is knowing what to Google. Where to turn off the gas main and water main and the breakers. Meditation, self-reflection. Public speaking. Conquer this and many things become possible. How to finish anything, writing a report, closing a deal. People who finish things usually add value. People who don't just waste my time and theirs. Knowing when to quit. Don't subscribe to the sunk cost fallacy, whether it's job or a relationship. We often need to quit our vices. How to tie knots. I've always thought that everyone who drives should learn the major car brand logos. If anything happens and you call the police to look for a vehicle, having them look for a white four-door Mazda sedan narrows it down compared to just white four-door sedan or worse, white car. Yes, there is a lot of car brands, but taking a little time to learn the logos shouldn't be too hard. Knowing how to defend yourself is definitely one of the most important skills. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. How to forage and hunt for one's own food. Conversation.